something I forgot about the stage makeup. You're gonna want to brush your eyebrows and then fill them in. Just follow the shape of your eyebrow. Don't fill in any much past that, and you'll want to fill in the whole eyebrow. Okay, now we're pausing this again. Okay, and now I'm gonna get going on the bruise. So again, if you have bad eyesight, handheld mirror, your best friend. You're also going to want a reference picture. I'm using this from an earlier bruise. There's a couple of things I'm going to do a little differently to make them better, and you're going to want a yellow, a red, a blue, and a purple. Now, if you're doing this without stage makeup already on, you're gonna want to do the stuff to make it smooth again, just so you can get it off easy. And yeah, you don't really need as much for the bruise. You do want to have something to set it with, though, because setting is good. You don't want to have something that just comes off on everything, because that's not great for the costume department. Okay, so what we start off with is red. I do this a little bit differently than apparently I should, but it turns out good and people get scared, even though they know that I'm just doing makeup. So we're gonna go with it. So you're gonna take your red, and you're just gonna go all along this area and just kind of cover that with some red. You're gonna go in here, get a little bit right down that crease, a little bit right up that crease, and that one, then a little bit right here. That's what a lot of people miss above the eyebrow, and that's what really sells it. That's what makes it look like an actual black eye. Where did I put? Yeah, you're gonna want something to wipe this off onto, because there is a lot of wiping with this one particularly. Then, oh shit, where did I put it? I didn't just curse, I said shoot. Yes. Something you are gonna want is a brush that's big. I don't know what these are called. Then you're gonna want to blend that out just a little bit, though. You don't want to blend it out too much. So that's your base layer for the bruise. Yeah, looks pretty good. You're gonna grab your purple. Gonna get some of that on your finger. We use our fingers a lot for this one. And you're gonna get that on the spots that would be most bruised by this. You just got sucker punched in the face. So it's gonna be on bones and right on the crease. And also with the purple, right on the edge of the eyelid itself. It's going to be stronger in some areas than in others, and that is perfectly okay because it makes it look more natural. And you're going to bring this down over that red. You might do multiple layers of this. It depends on how it looks. I think we're gonna grab a little more red, put it right in there. Blend that in a little bit. Ow. One risk with having this so close to your eye is that it ends up in your eye. It's got to be prepared for that possibility. Yeah. Then I think I'm gonna want a little bit more purple right here. And right here. And right there. Because that's where the bones are. I'm going to take the blue, just a little bit of that in there. Like just a little bit, not a super whole lot of the blue. You want to get that right here. And right here. And those are the only two places you want to put the blue. You're going to blend that out. Of course, I say those are the only places you're going to want to put blue. All of these things that I'm saying really, I'm just making it look like a bruise at this point. The only thing that we're going to do after this, after we get all the other colors sorted out, we're going to go to yellow, and that is important where you put it. So there's one more place. I'm going to put the blue. That is right above the purple here. You're going to blend that. Then with this yellow, you're going to get some in there. And you are going to figure out where the purple is, and you're going to put it right in between the purples. So for me, that's right there. And then right in here, between that blue and that purple. I'm not grabbing purple, I almost just grabbed purple on my finger. and then right here. And then you're gonna blend this. So we need a lot there, but it needs to be blended really well. And then depending on how it looks, we might end up putting a little bit on the eyelid. But I like to get everything outside of the eyelid done first because it might not need it. Yeah, we're gonna put a little bit on the eyelid. So there's a spot right in between all of these lines that we made. Gonna put it right there. And you're gonna blend that a little bit. And that's how you make a bruise. Yeah, so this is what it looks like without the, oh, that's what it about should look like. And that's why I had this going. Actually, maybe I should have done this. But that's how you do a bruise. And now we're gonna do cuts. So cuts, you are going to want a thin brush. Thin. And the reason I have the light off for this is because you don't really need the light for this so much. I'm gonna take red. I'm just gonna load it up on it. Loaded. Load it like heck. Just gonna take that wherever you want the cut. Gosh, I need to be able to see this. I can't see the camera. So you're gonna take it and just wherever you want the cut, just go there. And because you got so much on it, it just looks like it's bleeding. Now something that I just realized, you want to make sure that the part that is loaded is on the bottom. Because if it's not, it just looks like it's bleeding upwards, and that's not how physics works. So, make sure it's on the bottom. And looks like it's bleeding. Got. And something that you can do, depending on how long ago the fight was, is you can do a little bit in on here and just kind of speckle that in, because then it looks like it was like drawn open, like especially if it was brass knuckles. I did a thing with brass knuckles a little bit ago. Haven't actually done anything with it, I just tested it, but yeah, you can do that. And I can't show you, I'm not good at scars yet, especially for on stage, but this is what you do for stage. And then there's probably going to be some excess on the brush after you do the cuts. You're gonna need a separate cloth for getting that off. And there you go. That's how you do stuff. Yeah. Break a leg.